A very quick word before you watch this video. If you want me to speak on any particular topic, you can just send it via email. My email address or my WhatsApp number is given below. And send it across to me. News link. I don't want claims. I don't want some YouTuber saying something. No, I need a news link. Okay, that is number one. Number two is just because someone belongs to Hindu, Muslim, Christian, or he's Indian, or you're Indian, or it doesn't work that way. I will give you my opinion without letting you know whether it's for or against the issue. You want my opinion? It'll be strictly my opinion. It'll not be influenced by what you're doing. Even if you're my fan, I'm not going to say something that'll please you. I'll be speaking what I feel. Last, if not the least, I do not want you to use any of my content to promote hate or to feel happy that someone else died. Oh, very good. That's in very poor taste. Please unsubscribe. I don't need such people. Okay. Having said that, keep the comments. Just be civil about it, and also understand that these are real incidents. These are not movies. They are actual people who are dying. So let's respect that. And just because you have a fake ID doesn't mean you can say whatever you want. All right. Having said that, let's start. All right. So you guys send me WhatsApp messages, emails, and Instagram messages for me to speak on this guy, Harjinder Singh, the truck driver who was involved in a fatal accident. If you want to find out information about him, just type Harjinder Singh, truck driver, fatal accident, or illegal Indian immigrant in US. Okay. I read around, I think, 16, 17 articles. I summarized it, made it very simple so that you guys can understand, and feel free to comment down below and let me know your thoughts. So this guy is from India, entered US illegally 2018. He became an asylum seeker. Why he chose to be an asylum seeker is when he got caught, he said he was scared to go back to India. Well, he is being very smart. I'm pretty sure someone whispered in his ear and told him, if you say that your life is in danger, you can seek asylum. This is exactly what he did. It is not his brains working. It is the agent whom he paid money. Over here, I'll just give you my thought. If you have that much money where you can pay an illegal agent, why don't you save the money and go legally? There was one case of one, I think, guy from Punjab. He went through a long route, took 4 countries, 5 countries or whatever, then went to Brazil, and from Brazil went to Mexico, and from Mexico then he went to USA. It took him months and months of literally going through swamps and snakes and jungles and all that. And the minute he landed in US, he got caught and he got sent back. And it seems he spent millions. He spent millions just to reach US illegally. You could have just gone through legal channels, spending that same amount of money. I think, 40 lakhs or so. And he's saying, oh, my life is destroyed. He'll be destroyed because my father sold his farm, they sold their gold, they sold everything. I did this to have a good life. Why don't you do things right the first time, every time? It's like that slogan in Toyota, I think. Do it right the first time, every time. So this guy, he entered the US illegally, 2018, became an asylum seeker because he knew that, okay, they'll not send him back. And after being approved for a work permit, he obtained a commercial driver's license. Now, this is where it gets a little controversial. Okay, CDL, commercial driver's license, in 2 different states, despite being an asylum seeker, which means he was not allowed to have this license. So the big question, which is why it has opened up Pandora's boxes, how the hell did he get a driver's license? And by the way, if you want to know my stance on illegal immigration, I totally hate it. I don't think people should enter any country illegally. Asylum seekers or whatever, use legal channels, okay? Even this, what Senator AOC, her name is, she had that famous argument with the guy who's in charge for the security, AOC. Let me just type it out. AOC versus debate on illegal, no, on separating children from their parents. This is a viral video. Yeah, the former director of ICE, he literally, Hom, Tom Homan, Tom Homan, he smashes Alexandra, Alexandria O. Cortez, whatever her name is. Oh, what a dumbass, illogical question statement that she. Oh, you're separating the children from the parents. You know, when you get arrested by the police for committing a crime or doing something illegal, they are not going to tell you, oh, keep both of your children on your lap, hug your children, and let's have a good family time together. No, you committed a crime. And he's, that guy, Tom, who is the director, he says it, if I committed a crime, I'll be arrested. My children will be separated from me. They are not going to, take my children, arrest them with me, with my wife, and put us all huddled together in the jail. I mean, they talk sometimes garbage, yeah. Anyway, coming back to this. So, asylum seekers, they shouldn't have got a driver's license. So what happened is 12th August, that is around 11 days ago, while driving a large commercial truck in Florida, I saw that video. He just, I don't know, suddenly turns, making an illegal U-turn. And, when you drive this big-ass truck, it's like one of those Final Destination movies. It has such a long, body. You are turning, when you're turning, this long-ass body, it blocks the whole road. So this car, they're driving on a highway. They just think it's just, smooth sailing. They go on you just go on what do you call that? Yeah. When you, cruise control. Yeah. You go in that and maybe you're talking, having a burger, talking, but looking front. And, nothing crazy is going to happen because nobody's crazy enough to do something like this. The car just smashes and it smashes and goes underneath, just like the Final Destination, obviously, death. And because there was nowhere else to go, they couldn't turn left or right or any other place. They smashed right into the truck. His maneuver left the traffic blocking all the lanes. The minivan had, with 3 people, crashed, and all 3 died. 2 days later, Harjinder Singh flew back to California, but an arrest warrant was issued for him. He was arrested on 3 counts of vehicular homicide. Now, what makes this case shocking is he doesn't know English. He has hardly any English skills. They gave him a series of tests, couldn't answer anything. His maneuver that he did clearly showed that he didn't know the protocols of driving. He thought maybe he was in India where you can drive and give a rat's ass for rules. His trucking company, his employer, has a history of safety violations. But the broader problem is the border control. How is it that unqualified people... He failed his test. By the way, it looks like they gave him some 20 plus questions. He couldn't answer any, or they gave him driver's test. He didn't know any of the signs. You don't know English, you don't know how to talk, you don't know any of the signs. How can you drive such a big-ass vehicle, man? Now, the crux of the problem is immigration has failed. Okay? They need to really tighten down on these illegal immigrants. Be it Indian, Pakistani, Palestinian, I don't care what. Illegal immigration is illegal. Okay? You are literally destroying the hopes and dreams and opportunities of people who are doing it legally. And now, given that he's identified as an Indian illegal immigrant, every Indian will have to, face the fear of being judged. Whether you're an Indian American or whether you're an American Indian born in, Indian origin, but you're born in USA and you lived there for 20, 30 years, but you look like an Indian, they're going to take their anger. This is how our society is. There are a lot of people who don't have brains. And there's a massive risk. Now, the trucking company also failed. The licensing company failed. The immigration system failed. All are failed. Now, I don't think, this is me personally, I don't think the immigration system, they'll try to find a scapegoat. But I don't think rest of them, anything they'll have to bother. They'll just say, oh, it's a mistake error. There's a slap on their wrist. The licensing company, they might give them a memo, suspend them for a couple of days, bring them back, continue. Trucking company will definitely get a fine. Okay. But the one who will have to face the brunt is this guy, and it's well deserved. Now, they're saying that a fair sentence is 10 to 15 years, although there were claims he might spend 45 years behind bars. Either case, whether 10 years, 15 years, 45 years, for me, I say the law of the land, that is what should work. And unfortunately for him, after facing those 10 years, 15 years, whatever, he'll be sent back to India. So he would have wasted 15 years of his life and gone back to India and start from zero again. Was it worth it? So what should they do? Well, follow the rules. Everyone, from the trucking company to the licensing company to the immigration company, and make it exceptionally hard for these illegal immigrants not to go there. It's such a tragedy. In fact, I think what people are not talking about is those three people who died: someone's mother, someone's brother, someone's sister, someone's child. Just imagine someone in your family and they lost their lives because of this idiot. They lost their lives. You have lost someone who you knew for years, whom maybe had 20, 30, 40, 50 years ahead of them. It's a tragedy, man. It's bad. I don't have an iota of sympathy for illegal immigrants. I'm sorry, I just don't have. I don't care what your circumstances are. Do things legally. You can't justify, oh, because I'm suffering, I'll do things illegally. Then, because you're suffering, maybe you'll justify, I killed this person because I was suffering. Oh, I, raped this female because I was suffering. I wanted to feel good. Oh, I took drugs because I was suffering just to feel good. Where does it end here? Oh, you can't do this, but you can do that. No. These are my thoughts. Let me know what are yours. But it's a tragedy. That's it. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.